Hi everyone, what's up? Well, check this out. This is chocolate butterscotch ice cream. Like, oh my god. I have been having like two of these every single day for like the last 3 months almost. And this was basically during my weight loss journey. Insane, right? That's because there's like two mind-blowing facts about this particular ice cream. Just look at the consistency. Like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, I can't even tell you. Mm, sorry. There are two mind-blowing facts about this. Number one, this is just 250 calories. That's it. I don't know if you can like really estimate the size of this. This is like 1 pint, as they call it here in the US and UK, but like this is like half a liter almost. 1 pint is, yes, I think it's half a liter. And if you get this in like in a store, this would be at least 1,000 calories, right? And this is just 250. So that's number one. Number two, which is even more amazing, is out of this 250, this ice cream contains 30 grams of protein, right? 30 grams. That means 30 into, so 1 gram has 4 calories. So this has 120 calories of the 250 is coming from protein, which is like amazing, right? And this is all homemade, and I literally have two of these every day. So one I have it like around this time, which is like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and then one I have it late at night as dessert. Uh, but yes, I'm of course like eating this in the evening. I in my kitchen I have like a factory setup going on. I keep on making this every 3 or 4 days. Like I make it in batches so that I don't have to prepare again and again. And I'm going to be showing you like when I make it in the evening. I record that, and you will come to know how you can make this, what all I put inside, how does it have like such less calories, and it really tastes like store-bought ice cream. I can't. I had a friend, and I just made her taste this without telling her that this is homemade, and she was like, "Where have you got this from? Like, this is so good. Like, even I want to buy." And then when I told her, "Look, this is how I make it," she like went absolutely nuts. And hopefully, after figuring this out, this really helps you, because this has completely changed my life, my protein intake especially. Like, I'm sure protein is so important in whether it's weight loss or in bulking phase. Of course, it's important, and I'm entering a bulking phase. I have to consume even more protein. But for me, protein intake has never been an issue, especially after I've discovered this, because I can even have three of these, because there's nothing in this that's like, I don't know, like people like harmful or something. This is basically protein shake but converted into an ice cream, right? So anyway, just look at this. I think I don't remember what they call it, but they say like a test of a good ice cream is like you invert it and it should not fall, and this is like the consistency of my homemade high protein, low calorie ice cream. So, anyways, I'm going to be enjoying this now, but I will shoot the video in the evening at some point. I'll see you there. Hey guys, I am very excited to be showing you how to make those protein ice creams. So, first things first, so this is the machine that finally converts all the ingredients into ice cream. So it's by a brand called Ninja. I have a camera here. Let me actually show you using this camera, a close-up of the machine. So this is a machine called Ninja. As you can see, there are different settings like ice cream, light ice cream, smoothie bowl, milkshake, and whatnot. And like towards the end of the video, I'll actually make one final ice cream using that machine, so you'll be able to see, how exactly it functions. So we'll get to that. But basically, what's happening in that machine is that, so two things, right? So look at this. Look at these prepared ice creams that I prepared like a few days back. So the way it works is you have to like prepare your entire ice cream ingredients in these containers and put this container in that machine. And let me give you a close up. So this blade goes in that machine I'll show you, but basically this blade churns at a super fast pace, like through this entire container, and like creamifies all the ingredients and converts it into ice cream. Trust me, it's like a magical process. I have no idea how it converts like pretty much anything into ice cream, and mind blowing. And we'll get to that in a moment, right? But the idea is like, look, we are trying to create these these magical containers, right? So this is the chocolate one. These are already prepared, so I'll use this one at the end to show you how to make, because you have to freeze them for at least 24 hours. So today I'll prepare three different flavors to show you how I make them, but then you have to like freeze them for 24 hours before you can like make ice cream, right? So before I start, just one thing. Look, I'm in the US, I'm in Washington, D.C. I don't know if viewers know that. Maybe, of course, you don't. But this brand, Ninja brand, is available here. I would love, like, the next time I go to India, I really want to set this entire ice cream making machine in India. So please, if you are in India, you want to try to figure this out, go ahead and let me know if you can figure out the equivalent of that machine, as well as the equivalent of a couple of ingredients. Like, I'm sure it's available in India, but maybe just with like a different brand or different company. So please help me also figure it out, and you will not regret it, because this is crazy. So let's get started, right? So first things first, I have like some containers here. Like, you can get these containers basically along with the machine, and you can buy more separately. Let's make three: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry cheesecake. Okay, let's make three, not more. The I'll show you like how I prepare, but broadly we need like a few main ingredients. Let me quickly show you. So first we need a milk base. So I have almond milk, and I use skimmed milk. So skimmed milk is like 0% fat-free milk. Both of these are low-calorie options, and I will of course explain them a little bit more when I finally put them. So we need this. Then we need the protein powder, right? And this is where basically the protein is coming from. This is literally like a protein shake. This is from a brand called PE Science, which is basically like a simple whey protein powder that you get here in the US, but you can use any brand, right? Like, there's an Optimum Nutrition can over here, which is like probably the most famous brand. You get this in India for sure because I've used it. So you can uh, use any protein powder. It works with any of them, right? So milk is there. Then you need, maybe I'll get to them later, but you need basically some pudding mix, which is basically acts like a binder. You just need to add a very small amount. I'll show you that in a moment. And then you need some sweetener. Now here's the trick, right? A lot of normal traditional ice creams have a lot of added sugar, and that's what increases the calories. But we will be using 0-calorie sweeteners, and I'll speak about them also in a moment. And that's pretty much it. You give it a nice mix and you put it in the freezer. That's it. Let's get started, right? So I first start with the milk base, and we need around 400 ml in each of these. Um, Now, so this is almond milk. This is actually one of the heroes of the recipe, because look at this, just 30 calories in like 240 ml. So this is the super low calorie, uh, I guess, the magic ingredient, right, which gives it a nice base. So I like to, and you can play around, but I like to have like 225, yes, 225 ml of almond milk, and then the rest 175 ml I put the 0% fat-free milk. Uh, the one negative thing about almond milk is, not negative thing, but one benefit that the skimmed milk has over almond milk is that uh, almond milk has protein, right? Sorry, opposite. The skimmed milk has normal protein as any other milk, but almond milk usually lack any protein. Like, as you can see, how much is it? Like 1 gram protein in 240 ml. That's nothing. That's negligible. But we have this, right? So that's gone. Uh, Next, we will put skimmed milk. So this is any like 0%. I think in India you will get Amul skimmed milk or Amul fat-free milk. something like that, right? But basically 0% fat. Again, this also has much less calories than your, like, at least in India, I know you usually only get whole milk or 2% fat milk, 3% fat milk. I think 3.5% is the most common one. But you also get this, of course, in India, no doubt about that. But you just have to make sure you look for this because it's low calorie and it also gives you enough protein, right? So this entire ice cream, by the way, by the end, will have like 30 grams of protein approximately, and 24-25 will be coming from the protein powder, and the rest 5 or 6 comes from this skimmed milk, um, or any other milk technically that you want to use. So we're done with the milk bases. Now we get to this, the protein powder. I forgot to bring out the chocolate flavored one, which is like this. Same brand, same company, just a big tumbler. But let's get started. So I have a weighing machine here. I like to use it because I want to exactly put the amount it suggests, right? So let's see. 1 scoop is like 33 grams. So let me add that. You won't be able to see the exact amount that I'm adding, but I added, wow, perfect, exact 33. So this is done, and we are preparing. So for the, so okay, maybe I should have said this before. We are preparing one chocolate flavored one vanilla, and one strawberry cheesecake, because these are the flavors of the protein powders, right? So we have chocolate flavored one is done. We have vanilla, as you can see, gourmet vanilla. So we're going to be using this next to prepare the vanilla ice cream. And I think this not just provides the protein, but I really think these flavors are like amazing. And credit to all the protein companies who make these whey protein powders, because they taste like really good. Trust me. And yeah, I think this is where the main taste comes from in the final ice cream, and they really do taste different because they taste like proper store bought ice creams. I think I mentioned that before. Uh, So yeah, let me quickly add the last one. I'll actually show you this, right? So this is strawberry cheesecake. And again, no matter which brand you use, you can use 100% pure whey protein. You can use a whey protein and a casein blend. These are like the different types of protein powders you get. But I think the result should be fairly similar. Of course, there might be some differences, but well, ice cream is ice cream at the end of the day. I really like all the ones I've tried so far. So just go for it. And we have strawberry cheesecake done. So we are done with adding the protein powders. Now next, right? Next ingredient, which I told you was these. Uh, I show you these. So these are basically instant pudding mixes. Now I don't know, honestly, I don't cook a lot, so I don't know where you use. I think you use it in cakes and baking and stuff. So you might find something else. As you can see, I have Jello is the brand here in the US, a pretty famous one. So I'll use the chocolate Jello instant reduced calorie pudding filling mix, whatever. And this is also zero sugar, right? So that we'll add just like 3 grams, 3 grams, 3 grams of each, and this will contribute just like 10 calories in 3 grams. It's very little, but this acts like a binder, and apparently you need it because without this, it won't get that nice, creamy, binded texture. So we'll add this. So this is the Jello chocolate. And then we have the vanilla one we use on vanilla. And then we use the cheesecake one on the strawberry cheesecake one. I also have butterscotch, and you get like multiple flavors like white chocolate, butterscotch, and you can like mix and match. Like, be creative, and I constantly do that, but today we will just use these three. So let's see. So we add like 3 grams of this pudding mix in each. I'm using the chocolate one on the chocolate flavor. I've prepared these so many times. Trust me, this is like my 140 or 150 140 150 ice. I actually have these stickers. It's actually rubbed off because I washed it, but it's literally have like a serial number there. I'll come to that later. But like I've prepared it so many times, I already know what 3 gram is, thanks to this teaspoon size. So this is approximately 3 gram. This works. We're done with chocolate. Let's see. We have vanilla next. Vanilla. Let me add another 3 grams. All right. Don't have to be super precise. I think that works because it's anyways low calories, right? So for protein powder, I like to be precise because it definitely has around 120 calories is coming from that. But this is like just like 10 calories, so I don't care too much, even if I'm not super accurate, right? Okay, so we are done with cheesecake. Now we are done with almost all ingredients. We just need one more ingredient, which is artificial sweetener. Oh, I forgot to add one thing. For chocolate, my bad. I like to add one additional ingredient, which is unsweetened cocoa powder. So I use the Hershey's brand. Remember, it has to be unsweetened because that's why 1 tablespoon just has 10 calories. I think this is optional. Even without this, you can make it, but just 10 calories and it really gives it the nice dark chocolate cocoa flavor. So I like to add 1 tablespoon, which is like 1 tablespoon is how much, 10 grams or 5 grams, just 5 grams. So this goes in just the chocolate one, of course, not the others. And that's it. So this is the special one. Oh, thank God I remembered. But yeah, apart from this, I need to clean this one because we will use this to add our artificial sweetener. Now, look, in terms of artificial sweetener, right? So I'll be adding this, but what artificial sweetener am I using? I am using the monk fruit sweetener by this brand called Zacanto. Now, this definitely is available in India without doubt. I'm 100% sure because I have ordered it. And this is a plant-based artificial sweetener. Like monk fruit is the plant, and this is one of the safest artificial sweeteners out there. Um, and let me talk about that while I add this because I have some comments around artificial sweeteners. So we add 20 grams here. We add vanilla, I add 12 grams, and strawberry, I add 15 grams. Why exactly those numbers? Honestly, just trial and testing, like based on the final sweetness I desire in each one of them. So I like to add a little bit different just because of my preference, right? So let's see, I'm going to add 20 grams here. That is that. I have 12 grams in this. Approximately, this should be 12. Yep. Again, I'm used to adding so many times that I know how much is how much, and this is approximately 15 grams. A little bit here and there is totally fine because it's anyway 0 calories, right? Um, Coming to artificial sweeteners, right? There's some negative connotation around artificial sweeteners in general. People think, look, it has like chemicals, this and that. Honestly, look, if you are scientific, if you are data driven, if you are research oriented, just look at all the research out there. All of these artificial sweeteners, first of all, there are different types. There's aspartame, there is sucralose, there is monk fruit, which is a plant-based one. There is stevia, again, a plant-based one, right? And all of them have aspartame and sucralose are chemical synthesized sweeteners, but all of them have their acceptable daily upper higher limit per day based on your kg of weight or height or whatever, right? So if you're within those limits, you're totally fine. Even beyond that, it's like the governments always have a safety factor, so you should not really be worried. I really need to make a video around artificial sweeteners because people just get worried. But anyway, monk fruit and stevia, which are the plant-based ones, monk fruit, I'm sure, does not have an acceptable, does not even have an upper limit, at least in the US, because it's considered very safe, and that's why I use this one to be extra sure. You know, like okay, maybe aspartame, whatever. I honestly don't feel if you're within the limits, but sure. Anyway, I digress. Sorry about that, but that is the sweetener we added. And we are pretty much done. Okay, if you want to be super professional, I like to add a pinch of salt to each of the ice creams. Uh, if you ask me why, honestly, I have no idea what this does to ice creams. Like, really, no idea. I've just seen professional ice cream makers on videos do this. Like, just add a pinch. Apparently, it does something. So why not? So that is that. In the vanilla one, you can also add some like vanilla extract in case you want. We Let's not add that today, but that's that. And now you can mix it, right? So I have this hand mixer, battery operated. Like, this really gives it a nice mix. So let's go ahead, right? Look at this. Wow. Yeah, it's really quick. I think it's much better than trying to like close the lid and then like giving it a nice shake. It's better than that. And then finally, or you can, if you don't have this, no need to worry. You can definitely just shake it, or maybe just use a nice spoon and give it a nice beating around. I think that should work fine as well. But I think this is slightly better, right? So why not have it? Let me just, while I do this, uh, let me see if I wanted to share something else. I think I'm forgetting something. Damn, I forgot. Uh, yeah, I think this I wanted to share a bit later, but I think one of the things, so you remember me saying before, I think in the afternoon when I showed you the ice cream, like this uh, like ice cream is like 250 calories approximately, like, and maybe I can show you the exact ingredients amount and calories. If you calculate, this would be very close to 250. And around 120 calories is coming from protein, right? Because 30-gram protein, and every gram of protein has 4 calories. 30 into 4 is 120. Now 120 of 250 is from protein. Like, this is a really high number, like almost 50%, right? Is coming from protein, which is like, it can't get heavier than that, right? That's a really high number in general for any food item, right? 50%. So this is like low calorie, good high protein shit. So as healthy as it can get, trust me. So we are almost done. I'm sure you can. Let me see if you can get a better view of how it's getting mixed. So this is a strawberry cheesecake one. It seems like just white, and you probably can't differentiate it with the vanilla one, but trust me, taste wise, they are quite different. And my favorite is of course the chocolate one. Big fan. But strawberry cheesecake, like, oh my god, it's so good. And so is vanilla. I have a sweet tooth. Just like literally like 30 minutes back, I was talking to one of my friends, and she was asking me like, which is your favorite ice cream? And I just have such a hard time saying yes to like one particular flavor, or even for like cakes. And she was actually asking me about like, which cake do you like the most? And I just have a hard time choosing one because I like all things sweet, unfortunately. um, but yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we are done. I'm just gonna, okay, I'm gonna clean this a bit later. What I will do is I will just quickly, sometimes the protein powder gets sticks to the wall, so I'll just give it a nice shake. Okay, let me taste this once. Mmm. Maybe you realized already, we have just prepared protein shakes basically, and we're going to freeze it. That's it. It has a couple of extra ingredients like the non-caloric sweeteners and that pudding mix, but apart from that, it's literally just protein shake, right? It's so good. I can just drink this directly. And the last one. Mm, wow, so good. All right, we are done. All I'm going to do it is close the lid, and that's it. And we have to of course put it in the freezer and freeze it. So you know what, I'm actually going to put them, okay, let me just put it here, it's fine for now. All right, and that is that. Now here comes the magical part, right? I had chocolate in the morning. So today, like at night, right before I go to bed, this is my last dessert. This is strawberry cheesecake, and this was a serial number I was talking about, 143. Can you imagine? I have prepared 143 of these so far, almost two a day. So it's like 70 days, like 2.5 months or 3 months, right? Wow, that's amazing. So okay, let me actually I actually transfer the machine somewhere here so you can have a closer look, and then we continue the video. Okay, so I've just shifted this over here. Hopefully this camera is getting a good view. Now here's what happens, right? So this is the container. It basically goes inside this other container, right? And it locks well. And where's the blade? The main thing in this entire magic. This blade goes in the cap. Of course, you don't need to know all this in detail, but that's it. You just like, so this is going to go through, this. We have to like close it, and then that's it. We just have to put it over here, lock it like this, switch it on, and press light ice cream. The machine is a little bit loud, so it's going to get loud. Oops. And now the magic is happening. It's going to take like 3 minutes, maybe 2.5, 3 minutes for it to prepare. Then we have to do it once more, respin it once more to give it a much more creamier texture. I think that's because we are using almond milk and like low fat milk. If you are using like full fat milk, I have a feeling it will just happen in one go. But we're going to be doing it twice, so maximum 5 minutes, and that's it, right? And your ice cream is doing ready. So I'll be showing you in just a minute. Okay, so we are done with one round, and I'm just going to be respinning it once more, and it will take another, this time it will take shorter, maybe like 2 minutes. Okay, so we are done, and let me show you how it looks, and I'm so excited. I always get really excited to eat this, trust me. Wow, look at this. I show you in the close up. Of course, you can see a hole there, but that's fine. Just look at this consistency. I hope you'll be able to clearly see, right? Like, wow, this is so good, right? I have no idea. This is like protein shake. And you know, before I discovered this, I used to have protein shakes like add powder and with water or with milk, and they were like so normal. This has just taken my protein intake to a next level, and I'm of course in my bulking phase right now, where I have to increase my protein intake a little bit even more, and no problems at all. Just keep it coming. So that was that. I'm going to be enjoying this while watching something on the bed, and it's really late right now, but hopefully this was helpful to you. And please figure this, like this machine and the instant pudding mix. Apart from that, I think you get all the ingredients in India. Just please figure this out and let me know in the comments or ping me or whatever. I would be eternally grateful. So that's all for today. Have a good night or good morning from wherever you are tuning from, and I will see you in the next one.